Hey everyone, it's Chris and Charlie with Daily Motor, and today we're driving something large and orange.
It's the Japanese F-150.
That's right. Would you like to go outside and take a look at it?
Let's go.
All right, I'll follow you, sir.
Cool.
Mind my door on my door.
Door action. Door on door.
It's nice and
violence.
bright out today, at least. As you read in the title of the video, we're driving the new Tundra TRD Pro. Actually, the first Tundra that I will have spent time with. Of course, I've been in Tundras, I've ridden in Tundras, I've driven them in off-road scenarios, but I've never actually lived with one, so I'm pretty excited to spend some time in this week, and I don't think anyone will see me doing it.
No. Yeah, it's a very stealth truck.
That took you a second.
It's huge.
Why is this camo, or whatever is going on with that?
Style.
Yeah. I'm scared because you're driving this first this week, which means actually it probably won't be orange by the time I have it. Anyways.
I'm already prepared for this.
Yeah.
Lest you forget what you're driving, Toyota Tundra
Oh, yes.
TRD Pro.
What is this new trend now with trucks just putting the biggest possible badge?
They really love that.
I mean, this is molded in. Jokes aside, I actually don't mind the way that looks.
Mm-hmm.
The worst one is the Rams that have actual stick-on badges that just say Ram, and that's it.
Oh.
It's 3 letters, and it takes up the entire tailgate.
How are old men supposed to get in and out of this, you know? There's
What
no
is this?
step.
The bed,
That's a bed mat.
bed mat.
There's
I
no
don't know,
step
but I'm
or a
freezing.
handle.
Yeah.
Also, I don't care for the tail lights on the new Tundra.
They are kind of strange. The whole kind of, side exit exhaust.
With little holes on the bottom for the rocks to come out of. Please tell me you brought the key.
Yes, I did. Oh no, where are the side steps? How are the old men supposed to get in?
This is not a very old man friendly truck.
Ah, and also, not a lot of storage under here because this is an iForce Max.
Yeah, this is a hybrid truck.
Thank you for hitting me with that. So we have some space taken up that wouldn't normally be taken up in a regular truck. I've got a question. I don't know if you know the answer to it, but I'm going to ask you anyways.
Okay.
Are all Tundras hybrid?
No.
All Sequoias are hybrid.
You're right, but the iForce, you can get the normal iForce in the Tundra. Not,
gotcha.
sorry, all TRD Pros are hybrids,
Oh,
but not all Tundras.
but not all Tundras. Okay,
It's the same engine, just the hybrid one makes more power.
I gotcha.
Boy, that
Pretty,
is a large Toyota badge thing up front there, too, on the passenger side, in case you were to be knocked out and wake up in the passenger seat and wonder what brand of vehicle you're in.
There's a lot of things in here that you kind of take as the way that the Japanese understand Americans live their lives.
Well, yeah, and that's actually quite good that says that, because without it, you would think you're in an F-150.
This is the way that they interpret. No, you're right. And also, they know that we like camo here, so they put
that in.
They've put it on the seats. So you've got.
And down here, they know we like rocks and like rock form.
And they know that we like beverages, so they've given cup holders.
But only square beverages?
Pure leaf tea.
They do know that we like.
That's right. So you've got 2 cup.
I think you're the first reviewer.
So much sand just came out of this.
I think you're the first reviewer to have ever mentioned pure leaf tea in a Tundra video.
I think so.
Cool.
Should hit up Guinness for that. Got some pockets here. You've got
acres of legroom. I'll say that.
You've got USB-A and USB-C.
And a wall style.
And a wall
there.
style.
400 watts. That's quite good.
Cool. Spot for your phone, probably. And 2 more cup holders right here, if you didn't already have enough.
Will your phones fit in this little side thing?
Kind of. But if you go around a corner too fast, it will slide out.
Okay. Big sunroof.
Yes.
Ooh, don't like not having handles here though. Oh, and none for the front either. Don't care for that. This is too far away.
Well, you've got them to get in, which is good.
But I like having them for like if you're off-roading. Like.
Yeah, you hang on right here.
I don't like that. I like them here.
What's the difference if you're hanging on here or here?
Because try to sit back and hold on to that. You can't.
I can.
No, you can't.
Are my arms longer than yours?
Maybe.
Look, I'm sitting all the way back.
I think you have longer arms.
I'm sitting all the way back. My back is pressed into the seat, and I'm able to hold this.
Well, I'm not. What if Emily wanted to sit back here? She'd have no.
She would. Yeah, she wouldn't. Yeah.
Not a friendly car for Emily.
Let's sit up front.
Should we look at the engine on this car or no?
Let's ask the viewers.
All right, viewers. Leave a comment right now if you'd like us to look at the engine.
Oh, they said yes.
Yep. Well, if they end up saying no, we'll cut this part out.
Oh, okay, good. In the YouTube editor or
Yep.
whatever. This has definitely never been off-road.
See, they wouldn't even know if we.
Lots of hybrid battery
drove
things
it
over
through
here.
Look at all this gap.
Lots of orangeness. Well, that's for the bigness of the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, make
Just
sure you
extra.
slam that. Because last time I was
Peek
in
out
one of
your
these, the
lights.
hood flew up on the highway.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Wait, can we try out the TRD light bar?
Oh, yeah.
I'll need the key.
Oh. Here you go.
Thank
Yep. Nothing's happening. Maybe you should start the truck.
Is it on now?
Nothing's happening. Oh, some of it's on. But the actual light bar below the Toyota badge is not on.
Is it? It's just not turning on?
Nope. Why don't you get in and start it?
It's on. I did start it.
Oh.
It's a hybrid.
Well, it isn't on and I'm freezing, so I'm getting in.
Why doesn't our TRD light bar work?
I don't know.
It flashes the green light and then goes away.
Oh, I need heated elements. You know what I found to be kind of irritating? The placement of this. Because not only is it up really high, it's tilted. It's
So a cable would have to stick
yeah,
out.
a cable has to kind of like come out. I like when USB ports are down.
Yeah, why don't
Here.
they have any? There you go.
Well, they do
Oh,
in
but
there,
that's-
but those are for charging. This is
Oh,
for
that's
this
your
is
only
for
data
phone.
one?
Yeah.
That's very poor design.
Yeah.
The seat's very hard.
Thank you for validating me on that, actually, because I was like,
Also very short. Do you notice that your thighs are like hanging way over the edge of the seat?
yeah, is there no adjustment for that?
No, I doubt it.
There is lumbar though, which is nice.
Only two-way lumbar. Oh, I have a little battery indicator for my Max.
Ooh,
This is a good.
bit.
That's
Oh yeah,
good.
that's good.
This is a bit
Big
unfortunate
boys.
for the price of this, but
How much is it?
it's got to be over
It's a
50.
Toyota. There's probably no window sticker in here. Oh, I spoke too soon. There is a window sticker. All right. Let's see how much it is. What would you like to guess?
62.
Close, but you're too low. 69, 185.
This is a 70
70 grand.
truck.
Probably because it has BBS wheels.
That'll
Those
do
are
it.
quite expensive.
That'll do it.
So under the hood, we have a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. That sounds familiar. But this one is a hybrid and 437 horsepower, 583 foot-pounds of torque. And would you like to guess how many gears it has?
10.
That's right. Also kind of familiar, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, like an LC500.
Yes. Is it the same transmission? It probably is.
I imagine it's tuned for a little bit.
Well,
more
it tuned differently, right, but it's probably the same unit.
What is this for?
Probably...
It's hard, so if you put anything like a phone in here, it's just gonna slosh back and forth. Gum, maybe? I think it's too shallow for gum.
I
You
think
have to take your sticks of gum out of the pack and set them in there.
ask your dad. He might know.
He might.
Yeah. He'd
Yeah.
find a use for it.
He's a Tundra enthusiast.
Yeah. Ooh,
Still
Easter
have a
egg.
change thing. Is that a little
truck.
Toyota driving?
It's a little truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one here too.
Cute.
They're the poles for you to release the dog hair from underneath.
Ah. Okay. There's a lot going on in here.
Yeah, there is a lot going on in different places. Seems to be.
So this is my drive mode indicator, even though this is also my drive mode indicator? What does this do?
I think no. This switches you. So right now you're.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
selecting my drive mode.
You're no. Well, yes, because this knob can do 4 things.
Mm.
So right now the knob is controlling drive modes.
Okay.
But if you click one
Crawl
of these
control?
other things, crawl control.
Then it would adjust my crawl control.
Yeah, but
it
we're
won't
in
because
park.
I'm in too high.
Yeah. That's the thing is that sometimes, yeah, you can. Oh, there you go. Okay, you can have it control tow haul.
So that would be increasing or decreasing my trailer brake.
Yes,
assuming?
I believe so.
Okay.
Kind of confusing, but anyways. This is soft. That isn't.
If I remember correctly, this is not small phone friendly.
Well, usually people with big trucks
no,
don't.
it is.
Oh,
Well, let's see if that stays there as we drive.
Ah, it's going to start charging and stop charging 1,000 times.
Okay. All right, fellow men. Let's go.
Here we
drive.
go.
Oh, Chris, this will be nice to you. The top of the steering wheel's heated.
Oh. I mean, you must have to get a Turd Pro to
Wow,
have that.
it's fine.
I mean, that's on brand though for them. So. All right, settling into the Tundra.
It feels very like they tuned the throttle aggressively. Why? That's very bad design. Oh wait, that's my drive mode indicator there. That's confusing. Seriously, because sport, that pops up, but normal, nothing pops up. And then you go to eco, and eco pops up. Now I'm in normal, and nothing's there.
Because normal is nothing.
I know, but it's poor design, it's poor UI to have an input that results in no output.
That's true. I like when we shoot these videos later in the day.
Because there's
sometimes
more chaos or
Yeah.
more relaxing?
Well, depends, I guess.
There are elements of this truck that feel like the old Tundra. And it's weird to feel them come through.
You made a comment about the seats being too short, and now it's all I can think about. Because my entire, like, I feel like the seats should come out another 4 inches. At least your 12 o'clock is marked in red. Traction control holding you back quite a bit there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've been full throttle that whole time, but why wasn't all-wheel drive just kicking in? Am I in too high? Is that what's going on?
I don't know, but
I think I am in too
my
high.
seat is
oh,
quite
yes,
hot.
I would have to push this and go down to 4. Christopher,
Yes.
why is there no 4 auto? That's like the best way to have all-wheel drive these days.
That is strange. I don't know why that is.
F-150s have 4 auto, right?
I believe they do, yeah.
Maybe, oh, it's probably something to do. I bet if you had like a limited or something, it's probably a different transfer case.
Probably, yeah. The TRD may
Yeah.
only be 2 or 4.
I should point out for this review that a lot of the... if you're a TRD Pro enthusiast, shut the fuck up. Because we're just reviewing this truck as a truck. And I don't want to hear all of this, oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about. You're not real truck people. I don't care. I really don't. Go complain on TFL's videos. Leave that in, but just bleep it.
And I am.
Because seriously, this is our first time spending real world time in the Tundra, and it had to be our TRD Pro.
Yep.
But I don't care about the TRD Pro-ness of this truck. I want to review how people are really going to drive. And I know how people really drive TRD Pro Tundras because my father had a TRD Pro Tundra.
Yes.
And he towed his boat and
Yeah.
went
Made
to the
supercharger
bank.
noises.
And yeah, which we can really get into that about how much cooler that truck was than this.
Yeah.
But realistically, we know how most people who own a truck, a $70,000 truck like this, are going to drive
Yeah.
it. And it's like this.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting to me that they've gotten rid of the V8 and, you know, the V6 is kind of your only choice now. And yet they still pipe V8 noises through the speakers.
Yeah, that doesn't sound nice.
It sounds like an F-150.
It does.
Mind the children.
I'm seeing you reflected in the screen.
You know, it's always a weird balance for me on infotainment screens because on one hand, I don't like when they're a matte finish because I think that it makes them feel old and cheap.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, sometimes it's tough when they're like this because then they have issues with reflection.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like this infotainment, honestly, overall.
Mm-hmm. I do too. I think Toyota did a good job out, like, just totally overhauling their system,
Yeah.
making it very touch friendly.
You just sometimes have to be logged in to use certain functions, but that's okay if you actually own the car.
Can you voice control things?
Yeah,
Press
you
that
can.
big voice button right there. Turn on my heated steering wheel. Oh,
Does it not have one?
yeah, it's on right now.
Oh, well, you're... here. Set the driver's climate control to 75 degrees.
I didn't understand. Please try again.
I don't think it
Use
should.
the louder-
She's not as smart as the BMW. Oh, she was listening when I...
She's going to be very cross about that.
What's something realistic we could ask her to do?
I don't think you can get much more realistic than setting your climate control to a set temperature.
Take me to Starbucks.
Oh, it will
Please.
definitely know that.
I found 15 results.
Oh, good.
The first
So
is
it knows.
Target and Michigan Avenue.
It knows
Would you
that.
like to go to that one?
No. I want to go to there. Target? I didn't ask. Oh.
That's a good point.
Well,
you asked.
actually, no, because there's probably a Starbucks in the Target. That's probably why it, right?
Yeah, but it
Oh,
also
no.
took you to Target too. Yeah, that's not.
Okay, so it thought. To be fair, Target and Starbucks are definitely the same demographic of people, so.
This is what happens. Is it's reminding you. Are you sure you didn't need to go to Target?
Yeah, because
And then
there's a
every
Starbucks in the
TRD
Target.
Every TRD Pro owner would be like, "Oh yes, you're right. I did need to go to Target for something."
Could you imagine if you like asked it to go to Starbucks and you just like were like, oh, I found this one nearby, and you're like, okay, yeah, go, and then you didn't look at your screen and you're driving, it's navigating you there, and you pull up and you just aren't where you wanted to be. Oh God. Okay. Thank you. No muskrat over here today.
Yeah, it's hibernating.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a thumbnail.
Ah, let me get you a better angle then.
Okay. He just wants an excuse to run the curb over again, is what this actually is. Oh, he's gonna put it on the curb, I see.
How's that?
That's good. You just wanted another excuse to run the curb over.
Proper.
Is the light bar on?
No.
Why do they give you a light bar if you can't use it?
Maybe it's like a monthly subscription fee for your light bar.
You hit the button and nothing happens. Oh
Yeah.
wait, green light.
Yeah, and then it goes away.
Vehicle automatically. Yeah.
I've off-roaded one of these properly, like with hill.
Yeah, I have. Well, I've been in one, off on an off-road course with the Topher driving, so
It's quite impressive.
it is. Yeah.
Try doing the voice commands now that you're in the driver's seat. Maybe they'll work better.
We want me to ask it for Starbucks again?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see if is there a steering wheel button for voice?
It's gotta be.
Yeah, there is. Take me to Starbucks.
Take me to...
This is a pretty quick.
I found 15 results. The
Okay.
first is Starbucks at Michigan
Yep,
Avenue.
it
There
got
you
it
go.
that time.
So
It's
you
a
just needed to hear
very,
from you.
very quick throttle response.
I see. That's what I noticed as well.
It's
You're only in
aggressive.
normal mode.
You can say yes to select a
No.
location.
Can you tell it to stop? Thank you. It's pretty quick.
It is.
That's
It's a lot of torque.
58.
You got.
Yeah,
Just
it's
don't like
pretty
that
torquey.
sound.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't make a good sound. Toyota's obsessed with pumping fake noise through the speakers.
Also, it's no longer charging my phone.
Yeah, that'll happen. Also,
There's a noise. From
something's rattling.
How many?
I think this thing's been abused, though.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna fault it for an
it's had
interior rattle.
50,000 hard miles on it.
5,000, but yes, 50,000 journalist miles. That's correct.
I really don't like not being able to put my hand up here. I know it sounds silly, but
Yeah.
also the screen is
It
so
feels
far
kind of
away.
agile.
It does
for a big truck.
It feels tight.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. Pretty quick steering for something like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it knows everyone wants to drive aggressively.
It's a journalist spec.
Yeah. Oh, no power adjust.
No. Yeah, it's $70,000.
Steering. Oh, got the brakes.
I'm surprised you didn't gap those two.
Yeah, this Grand Cherokee was coming in hot, so.
The powertrain seems very well calibrated. You
Yeah,
would
it
never
does.
think like, oh, I'm in a hybrid. Like
No,
it
not
just
at
drives
all.
normal.
Yeah, it does.
Interesting buffeting type sound from the motor right there.
Yeah.
I don't like the big turd badge on the bottom of the steering wheel either. When you grab there, it's like very thick.
Otherwise, though, it's an okay thickness.
Yeah, I like the thinness.
Manual mode?
Mhm.
Which
Well,
goes,
Toyotas aren't real manual mode.
It goes in the wrong direction. Well, this one should be, because it's an actual transmission.
No, because if you put this into like 4th gear, it simply will. It's a maximum. It doesn't choose which gear you want to be in.
Oh, I see.
It just won't let it go above the gear that you're in.
I gotcha. I think the Sequoia was different. I feel like it had paddle shifters,
Well,
maybe.
You can try to prove me wrong, but I'm pretty sure if you put it into S and shift to like 4th right now, S4, yep, it'll shift normally all the way up to 4th and then hold it there.
Gotcha. I believe you. Just
Okay.
based on the fact that I pushed it over and it defaulted to 4th gear.
Okay. You don't think you're sitting in 4th right now?
No. Why does the light bar not work? Maybe the lights have to be on.
I tried that. See, the lights are on right now.
Oh. What if you put it on auto?
That's where it was initially.
Well, how many times did you try it on auto?
About twice.
Maybe you had to try it 3 times. What?
Now I'm laughing at the
Oh.
Lincoln Continental on rims.
Rims. Those are front wheel drive.
I
I'm sure
know.
that thing rides nice.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, it's probably a really smooth ride.
Would that be more of a Chris car or more of a Charlie car?
It pains me to say it, but I think more of a Chris car.
I think so too. It's too nice for a Charlie car.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this little pass-through? I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that, as you pointed out, these USB ports won't provide a data connection.
You can just yeet things in there.
Sure.
Okay, well, we're going to spend the week with this Toyota Tundra. We're going to go to Starbucks and
We've got 15 different options.
see what it's like.
I don't know if I'm looking forward to being in this truck.
I'm looking forward to you being in it.
You're not looking forward to yourself being in it. You're looking forward to me having
Yes,
to be in it.
exactly.
Okay. Why is it so hard to see out of? It's like, this is very
Yeah,
high.
the hood does stick up kind of high
Why are you going this way?
to park.
Why don't you use one of our spots? Just drive up on top of that line.
Well, I was going to crush one of the vehicles. But no, I wanted to show the reverse cameras.
It's got a decline.
Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, I think I might have overshot slightly.
I think you can correct.
No, I think I got it. I can
Yeah.
correct.
You've got the 360 cam. Little helicopter view. Look at that. He's a master backer. Avenger.
I found out recently that it is rude if you have a truck to park the rear bumper over the sidewalk.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, because of wheelchair access.
Yes. People
Which
have
is
those.
like makes sense, right? Like it's obviously something that makes sense, but it's something that you don't think about.
Yeah.
But now I make sure that I never stick over more than a few inches. So. All right.
A little virtue signaling there for the first half of our video.
Yeah. Okay.
Round 1 of towing with the Tundra TRD Pro. Picking up Cap's Garage's Jimmy, looking very cool in the 90s pink. You can see we got quite a bit of squat on here. Those TRD shocks really dipping down, getting that trailer pretty darn low. You can see we've got quite a bit of tongue weight intentionally, but power seems to be good. No problem doing just below highway speeds, cruising along. But yeah, it will be interesting. This is quite a bit below the maximum amount of weight for this sort of truck. Maybe I have too much tongue weight. Maybe I should actually raise that up a little bit. Interesting. But either way, that's pretty good so far. Chris and I are driving back, towing with the Mercedes on the back, and for some reason the microphone thing is up and it won't disappear. I'm clicking the back button and it's just on the screen. I can't get it to go away. So not the first kind of electrical sort of annoyance we've had
All
with
your
this car
issues seem
today.
to be appearing in the cluster.
Yeah, this is a bit frustrating, this car, and a bit confused. I've been spending some time doing a little towing, actually quite a bit of towing here with the Tundra. Overall, pretty good powertrain for this sort of work. It doesn't feel as confident as something like a 2500, don't get me wrong, but all things considered, even with the squishier suspension here in the TRD Pro model, it can do it. We've got some fairly useful features like the cameras that you can switch back to and look at your trailer, which is definitely nice to have. Interestingly, there are two tow modes, tow and tow plus. With the heavier loads, we've been doing tow plus, and it holds gears a little bit more, and you can tell it kind of downshifts earlier for braking. Normal tow mode, it does keep the engine running, but it allows it to upshift a little bit more. We also have this trailer backup assist feature, so you set up your trailer in there, detects the trailer, and then when you want to back up, shift to reverse to activate, and then so say I was trying to back this Mercedes into a spot over here, and I kind of get it lined up. All right, calm down. That's one thing annoying. We've gotten a lot of automatic emergency braking in this truck, and then also I need that beeping to stop. Why does it think that in tow mode it should be beeping? Let's just mute that. Okay. And unfortunately, the screen keeps popping up to say that it's muted. But anyway, it lets me know that I'm turning the trailer that way, and then say I want to back up straight from then, I can press... Oh, why can't I press that? Drive forward slowly to straighten the trailer. Okay, never mind, I gotta... Alright, now shift to reverse to activate. Now I can do the trailer backup assist. Press that, and it automatically turns the wheel, and all I have to do is press the gas, and it keeps the trailer straight. So if I wanted to... Why is it beeping again? Mute. Okay. Stop muting. Just... Man, so many beeps in this truck. Then it would back the trailer up and keep it straight and do what the truck needed to do in order to straight back up the trailer. So it's not as convenient of a feature, or I should say as useful of a feature as something like Ford's Pro Trailer Assist, where you can just steer with the little joystick knob there, but admittedly this takes a lot less work to set up. You can do it with any trailer. You don't have to put stickers on the trailer or anything like that. Yeah, I've been happy towing with it. It's certainly powerful, certainly capable. It can do it. Big surprise, full-size truck can tow. Oh.
Did I leave something in here?
It's a very, very crisp spec.
Damn it, dude. I literally... No. I took 4 water bottles out of it this morning. There were still 2 left.
So yeah, we've had a lot of time in this Tundra. So
we have.
I kind of have my thoughts. I'd like to hear yours.
Yeah.
I think the viewers would as well.
I enjoyed my time in the Tundra, but I was really hoping that it would kind of stand out to me above some of the other trucks, and it really just hasn't. I think there's a really good cool factor to this truck. It looks awesome, even though everyone tried telling me it was red this week.
Yeah, I don't get that. It's the most clear orange.
It's very orange. And my dad was like, no, that's red. And then I put up a poll on Instagram.
Which I voted orange.
Which you voted orange on. But 38% of people voted red.
Well, those are all Chevy Blazer purchasers.
All right, well, do with that information what you will, I suppose. It's okay. It's an okay truck to live with. Oh, is this ours?
That's ours. I mean, yeah, I can imagine.
You know what?
People.
You know what?
What?
I thought we were getting a QX50.
Until right now?
Until just the second.
Oh.
So that's a very pleasant surprise.
Yeah, that we have a
because I hated the QX55. Anyways,
Chris's day just got brighter.
There were some things about this truck that I don't know, that were like, they weren't like irritating per se, but they were just like, For one, okay, the rear door handles don't have proxy key.
Yes.
And there were many times this week when I wanted to put things in the back of this, and I had to then use the front door handles for proxy key, hit unlock, and then go back to the rear door, which is irritating.
It is, and I know it sounds minor, but when you're in that moment and it's 15 degrees outside and the wind's
hands are
blowing
freezing,
and you're kind of full, and you just kind of, yeah, it's really frustrating.
Yes. Also, it's very hard to get in and out of, because
It
there are
is.
no side steps and it's very high up off the ground.
Which, don't get me wrong, I do find most side steps to be stupid, but it is a pretty tall truck.
Yeah, I had to leap into it.
Yeah.
You should have seen Emily trying to get into this thing.
Well, then there's no handles right here, so you can't.
Yeah, you have to.
This
You've
is
got
not
to reach.
a good angle to
No,
get
it's
yourself
not.
into the vehicle.
So I just jumped into this thing. I probably looked kind of silly doing it, but that's what I did. Also, I don't think it sounds very good.
No, it doesn't. No, multiple.
No.
So my father said, "Is it misfiring?" I said, "No, that's just how they made it sound."
It just.
Very artificial.
I drove my parents to dinner in this car, and my mother in the back seat.
He likes
That's
to do
good as
that.
well. She goes, "I keep thinking there's a Harley behind us, but it's just the truck." And I was like,
That's a good way to
"Oh,
put that.
yeah, I guess so."
God, Lisa.
Yeah. So
Why is the screen so dark right now?
because I put it in dark mode because I'm a Gen Z.
It's just hard to see.
No, it was blinding me in white mode. It was so horrible.
So you have to choose either between being blinded and not being able to see it.
I can see it just fine. What's wrong with it?
All I see is your sweater.
Well, that happens no matter if you're in day or night mode. All I see is your sweater because it's a very reflective screen. Oh, there's a gas receipt. Did I leave anything in the console? Oh, yep, there's a cord.
This
Oh,
is-
yeah. Well, that's multifunction.
The frustration I have with this, aside from the fact it costs $70,000,
That is another thing.
the Tundra and the Tacoma, all the Toyota products, have always been different than what you could get from just about everyone else. There's always Nissan, but Nissans were always a very cheap knockoff from the Toyotas.
Right.
But if you got a Tundra, it's because there was nothing else like the Tundra. It was a very old school, tried and true, like if you just wanted a real truck, no gimmicks, that's what you got.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this is trying to be a Japanese F-150.
Yep.
And, I mean, Ford does a really good F-150. So let Ford do the gimmicks. Let Ford do the stupid little things and the big screens and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Leave the good, solid, reliable, straightforward interfaces and solid interiors and quality to Toyota.
There are some weird things that you just have to imagine that there was a boardroom of Japanese men and they said, what do Americans want? They want camo wheel arch flares.
Yes, and camo seat inserts.
Yeah, and a big Toyota badge on the dashboard.
Right. You know, this actually, come to think of it, is a much less functional than just about every other every other truck in this segment. Because every other truck has a little storage thing in here.
Yes, but this just reminds you what you're driving. And so does this. TRD! I do.
And that.
I don't mind the steering wheel, though, to be honest. I like the little 12 o'clock in red.
I don't like the golf ball material, but I know I'm in the minority for that.
Perforated. No, I agree with you. I think perforation should exist only on part of a steering wheel. It shouldn't be the whole thing.
Right, where your hands would be sweaty.
Sure. Okay, what do we like about the truck? I honestly like the infotainment.
I do too.
I think that
I like
it's a nice, although it glares a bit, it's a nice... Charlie's going to put it back into day mode.
No, I'm just going to turn the brightness up.
Oh, okay. That's CarPlay.
CarPlay looks great.
CarPlay does look very good.
I like the screen. I think it's a good proximity.
Yeah, reacts quick. I mean, it just feels like you're using a smartphone, which is nice. I always disliked the matte finish material that Toyota put on their infotainment screens, and this now solves that.
Yep. I like the
And-
physical climate controls.
Yep, physical climate control is good. I like the shifter, which you probably... Do you like the
It's
shifter?
fine. It's straightforward. I mean, I admit that in both it's not
It's
as good
better
as the
than the
Ram.
F-150,
I was
though.
going to say, it's not as good as the Ram because the Ram frees up all this space. The Ram has the best center console in this class.
It's
It's
just
just a giant well.
Yeah.
And you can put a bunch of crap in it. The Ford has the worst because of the big shifter.
Can we talk about how you can only put the light bar on if you have the high beams on?
I guess I kind of understand that because they don't want tools to just be driving around and low beams on and blinding everyone.
It
with their
is
light
it
bar.
is tool proof.
Yeah.
That is why they did it. I was thinking that. I was like, everyone would just put it on in the McDonald's drive-through if they didn't lock you out, and yeah.
Now they at least have to be told that they've got the brights. on.
Yes, they can't. It can't be out of sight, out of mind. There goes Keone. I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can we acknowledge the 14.4 miles per gallon?
Ah, yes. This got, and I reset this yesterday.
Yeah. I think it
And-
got about 17 in all sorts of driving, like just mixed driving,
Really?
easy. Yeah, when it got here to us and everything. But you have to kind of be driving civilly to get that.
Did you want to drive?
Nah, that's okay.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people see hybrid and expect a little bit better fuel economy.
My dad said that. My
Yeah.
dad got in this. He's just sat in it when the first day I brought it home, and I gave him the window sticker. And on the window sticker, it says it gets like 18 combined or something.
Which I think is feasible.
Yeah, he's like, 18? I thought this was a hybrid. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, that's all you get. So.
Yeah, it's a hybrid for power, and it did have plenty of power for towing.
Oh, yeah.
Earlier this week, it was overall a decent tow rig. It took a little getting used to with some of the trailer backup assist, but it's got a nice camera suite. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and
power.
the resolution is
Resolution's
fabulous.
great.
Which
Yeah,
I've only
that's
found.
really-
Can you only get to these when you're in reverse?
No, you can go.
Because the camera. But okay, when you hit this, it goes to. Oh.
You can
Wait,
gaslit by yourself.
hold on a second. What if you're in park?
Wait, no speed.
What if you're in park?
Yes, that's a bit strange.
What is that?
It's to show you if there's any children around.
Oh.
The seats were comfortable, although again the seat bottoms aren't quite long enough.
The seats get very hot in
Yes,
this.
I'm toasty.
And they
I
heat
like
up
that.
fast as well.
Faster. Yeah,
Yeah, and the camera mirror is good resolution as well as all of the other cameras, which we already said.
No, I think you summarized it really nicely when you said you wished it was going to provide something different from the competition, and it doesn't.
Doesn't really. Getting a phone call.
Yep. I would have liked something more unique from Toyota.
Yes.
Toyota's always a brand that kind of does things a little differently, for better or for worse. And spending time in this truck, I'm driving a motor that I could get in another vehicle. I'm driving a lot of the features I could get in other vehicles.
Yeah. And
The interior feels like other vehicles.
right, and your dad had a previous gen Tundra,
I should say
and
he
you
had
spent time in that, and it was a supercharged V8, and it was just it had
was
that
so cool.
it had
fizz.
the uniqueness, the fizz. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, this when you get on it, did you notice sometimes you get on it full throttle and you feel like it should be downshifting, but it doesn't?
yeah, and it just like holds RPMs. Feels like a CVT.
Yeah, well, you get too many gears, and that's essentially what you're getting.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I know this truck's incredibly capable. We both off-roaded.
Oh
this
yeah,
truck.
it's
amazing.
insane off road.
But
Yeah.
I would, if I were going to be doing a lot of off-roading, I'd get a Tacoma
Or a 4Runner.
or a 4Runner
Mm-hmm.
or a Jeep. But if I wanted it to be reliable, I'd get a 4Runner. Yeah. And if I wanted it to be luxurious, I'd get a Lexus.
All right. Well,
So I think our tune might be a little bit more pleasant were we to be in a limited. If we get just like either
or a capstone.
well, obviously a capstone, but then it's $1 billion. It's a beautiful bird up there. I'm distracted. It'll be interesting to spend time in also just a normal like SR5 non-hybrid that costs maybe $45,000, $50,000.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Equivalent to an XLT.
Yes.
But there's nothing about being in this truck that is like, ooh, I really appreciate this.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the vertical wireless device charger, but
That
you
does-
get that.
yeah, that
in,
is
you get
nice.
that in RAM, and it's better because in the RAM it kind of hugs your phone. We really need to get you into a RAM.
I still have not driven a Ram.
I
Only
know.
the
Oh,
TRX.
the TRX. So you remember how nice the TRX interior was? You
Yeah,
spent
but the
a lot of time
TRX
in
had
that.
a different console than the RAM because it has a physical
Oh yeah,
shifter.
because people with some insecurities can't do the dial shifter.
Sure.
They have to have something to grab with their hands.
Yeah. So I would like to spend time in a regular Ram if we could make that happen this winter. That'd be
Yeah.
sweet.
So I think the only thing that is different in this truck versus nearly all the others is the big screen, and we also liked the big screen in the Chevy. So
And the F-150.
I don't like that screen.
Well, not the vertical screen.
Right.
Not the vertical screen. The one that looks just like this.
I know, but that's the one in the F-150 is not special. It's just there.
That's true.
This is a good.
This is a good
really
screen.
good screen. Is that about it?
Yeah. Drive on.